Today, in this webinar, I will be showing you how to manage the diverse restrictions that you can customize to protect your brand image, yet still provide control freedom to your members. WeBrand went beyond basic element locking and brought to you an extensive yet simple to use restriction system. You can now decide exactly how each element of your template can be modified. Let me show you how. First, click Edit on the template that you would like to share with your members. Once the page is loaded, you will see three default options for the controller inside of the template editor. The first, Tight, will lock all the templates except the ones that I manually changed the locking settings. The second, Moderate, will lock the design elements. For example, people won't be able to move objects or change backgrounds, but they will be able to change the content. The third, Loose, this means none of the elements will be locked, but you can customize the locking settings afterwards. You really can customize all the locking settings. Let's begin with Tight. The next page will show you the element controller. These are the rules that you have applied to your template. If no element of your template is selected, you will see all the options related to the template in general, such as usage. This is how the members can use the template. For example, they can download the file currently, print the file, and share the file. But if I want to prevent my members from being able to share this file, I simply tick the box. I can control where the external content comes from, what content they can add to the template, default for all text elements, images, vectors, logos, and icons. I'll let you guys play around with the different features. Now let's select an element, for example, background. As you can see, currently, the members cannot change the image opacity, change the image, or the color. For example, if I wanted to allow my members to have some default images that they can place as the background that I've already chosen myself, I can click here and specify images that can be used. Once I've done that, I can go to my images and add images that can be used by my members. For example, this one. This is where it's very important. If I press Add Image, or Replace Image, or click and drag the image, the rule will not have been applied. I need to press Use as Background. As you can see, the new restriction has been applied, and I can return to the controller to view the image. So now my members can use this image or this image to edit the background. Now let's look at the locking feature for text. If I click on the text box and press on the lock feature, you can see all of the different rules that I can apply to this text box. If I want to allow my members to change the content, I simply click on Change Content and specify the restrictions or allow them any content. For example, I can specify the numeric content, text content, dates, prices, only accept emails, and prevent profanities in multiple languages. If I want to specify the price within this text box, I simply click Specify Price and place a minimum and a maximum. Let's say for this sale that I want a minimum of $25 and a maximum of $35. I then apply it to the rule, and now my members cannot change the price between $25 and $35. Now let's look at the locking feature for images. I'll add an image just to show you how to do it, although the template does look good without one. First, go to Images and press Add Image. This will add an image placeholder to your design. If you would like to edit the locking feature for the image, simply click on the Lock button. And from here, you can edit the locking features, such as Replace Image. You can also specify images that can be used by your members. If you want to add more images, simply press Images and click and drag the image to the template. Then the new restriction will be applied. It's very important that you click and drag the image, because if you press Add Image, Replace Image, or use this background, the restriction will not have been applied. Now let's return to the controller to make sure it has truly been applied. As you can see, the two images are here and can now be used by the members. I'll now delete the image because the template does look good without the image already. Once your template is finished, you can now save it and close the window so you can share it with your members. Now let's see how it looks as a member. This is the same template that I created in my admin account, but in a member's account, which means that the rules have now been applied. Remember how we chose two images as a background? If I click here on the background, I can see the two images that I can use. And the price box also contains the restriction of having a minimum price of 25 and a maximum price of 35. Please note that members can also access the templates on our Android and iOS app. Thank you for listening to our webinar, and please don't hesitate to ask us any questions.